which group of people she's trying to reach, or how she plans to do so, not just through social media, that is just the medium, but how are you going to make them feel interested through social media. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special one because we're gonna be reacting together to the top 5 Q&A segment of Hiyas Ng Pilipinas 2022. This is a brand new national pageant which is under the belt of Eva Patalinjog, and if you remember her, she was actually crowned Miss Grand Philippines 2018. Miss Eva has created a pageantry legacy for herself in the Philippines, but ever since she stepped away from being a beauty queen, she has become a mother, a businesswoman, and now a national director for a national pageant. And please, the fact that this is the very first edition of Hiyas Ng Pilipinas does not mean that this is gonna be a rookie pageant. If you had the chance to look at the pageant, the girls, and even the format of the entire thing, this really feels like a premium experience, not only for the audience, but also for the candidate. And because I knew personally that there was a lot of potential and substance within these candidates, I decided to react to the top 5 Q&A. Now, as usual, I'll give you some of my feedback and thoughts about each one of the candidates' answers, and if you want to add something to that, or if you want to disagree with me or anything, please do so in the comment section. Let's make this an interactive experience. And also, if you enjoy this type of content or find some value in it, don't forget to leave a like on the videos so that it gets recommended to more people, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. I really hope that you enjoy it.
Given the adversities and the life-freezing pandemic situation that we all encountered, the tourism industry is greatly challenged by the time being. As a Hiyas Ng Pilipinas, how can you be a help to bring back life and boost tourism in our country?
Thank you. Okay, all right, so this is the question that I believe, if they follow like the usual format of national pageants in the Philippines, they will ask this question to each one of the candidates. It's a very timely one. You know, they have to give answers about how to boost the tourism industry in the Philippines. The possibilities are endless, so I'm not gonna give too much of my own take about it, but I'm really interested to see how each one of the candidates will approach this issue.
Thank you so much for that question. To be an ambassador of Hiyas Ng Pilipinas is such a great honor and a privilege, as this is an organization that empowers women to embrace their local community and promote them to the world, as well as giving back to the community through different charitable activities. And one needs to have compassion, dedication, and perseverance in order to do that. And that's exactly who I am. I will bring that aspect to reach out to the community and present them to the world. I will proudly wear the Philippines in my body and proudly present them to the world. Thank you.
Alright, Dean did very well. Actually, most of you might not know, but I'm quite familiar with this candidate because I have an interview with her that was never actually released. And the reason for that is because this was back in the day when Dean was competing in a different pageant, and that pageant ended up just not happening, so the interview never came out. But I know firsthand how good she is and how much substance, quality, and just overall amazing potential she can deliver. Now, in the beginning, I was not so sure where she was going with this answer because they were asking her how she will boost the tourism industry in the Philippines, and she was talking mainly about herself. But I feel like at the very last part of the answer, she really saved the entire thing, and in a very good way, by saying that she will boost the tourism industry by showcasing her community to the world. She started by talking about her values, what she stands for, the platform that the organization has given her, and ultimately then she turned that entire history of service and honor and representing your country into bringing light and visibility to the community. So it's almost as if through her work and her projects, she will be encouraging other people to visit the community by showcasing the best aspects that it has. And of course, when it comes to the delivery and all of that, Dean is a pro. She did it flawlessly while also looking flawless herself. So I'm really pleased with this one. Let's keep watching.
Wonderfully said. Congratulations, Ms. City. Given the adversities and the life-freezing pandemic situation that we all encountered, the tourism industry is greatly challenged by the time being. As a Hiyas Ng Pilipinas, how can you be a help to bring back life and boost tourism in our country?
Thank you. As a Hiyas, I would help boost our tourism industry by organizing a free online promotion of all cities, municipalities, and provinces all over our country, whether it be products, locations, or food, because as a millennial, it's easier for us to access through social media. And I believe that we should patronize our tourism industry towards progress. And I believe that we're not just an archipelago of diversity, but we are Hiyas
I really
to
like
the world.
this.
Thank you.
Amazing. She did so well. Honestly, this is a different approach from the previous answer that was given by Dean. When you think about it, what she's promoting here is national tourism. So it's not necessarily bringing foreigners into the country to visit the localities, but actually encouraging Filipinos themselves to discover their own country. And more precisely, she's talking here about millennials. So the younger generation that really prefers social media to access information and really discover new places. So I'm glad to see that she had in mind an entire strategy on how to reach this very specific group of people. I think that it's a good idea. I also think it's probably the best way to bring eyes and attention to tourism in the Philippines, especially for national tourism. But maybe a little feedback to her and something that I would like to hear as well is how will she promote national tourism to other generations as well. But other than that, no complaints around here.
Very well said. Congratulations, Miss.
Look at the judges. He's like, oh.
All right. So, given the adversities and the life-freezing pandemic situation that we all encountered, the tourism industry is greatly challenged by the time being. As a Hiyas ng Pilipinas, how can you be a help to bring back life and boost tourism in our country?
To me, the best solution for that is through connections and networking. And I believe there's no other best way for me to do that than pageants just like Hiyas Ng Pilipinas, where I have met different women, queens rather, across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And I have not only gained Hiyas sisters, but also real-life marketing and influential opportunities that even if I'm proud to be just one queen, I have a whole army beside me to help promote my advocacy and help with our plans. Thank you.
Wow. You guys see what I told you when I said that this pageant is packed with quality and potential. This is exactly what I mean. So far, there has not been one single answer that made me feel disappointed or like the girl didn't go the extra mile. I think that this is a very smart answer in the sense that sometimes when we put beauty queens on the spot and we ask them Q&A questions, we expect them to solve all of the world's issues, you know? And I think that is a very valid point that when you have this type of position, networking and looking for help and people who might actually be able to elevate your cause and your projects and give it more visibility is the best way to go. You don't have to do everything yourself. You are not alone. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of the people from the organization, a lot of authorities as well, whether it's from the government, whether it's from municipalities, and even other candidates would love to get involved and really work for the community. Make sure that there's things that are being done and new projects that are coming up in order to encourage the communities to recover from these extremely hard times of the pandemic. So far, I think it's very interesting how each one of the candidates has brought a very different perspective to the same question, you know, because when you think about it, I think that sometimes it's easy to be repetitive and come back and just take the same answer and rephrase it, but I can't complain. There's nothing like that in this particular one.
Thank you so much. All right, so we are down to our last two contestants. So next up, may we call on Hiyas ng Quezon Province, Maria Giselle De Leon.
Come on, Quezon Province.
All right, so how are you feeling? Are you okay?
Love the gown.
I'm feeling good because I only wish to be in top 6. It's top 16. Look at me now. I'm on top 5. Sorry.
Well, congratulations. You deserve your
Thank
spot.
you so much.
So here's your question.
Best in evening gown. I know
Given
that's
the
right.
adversities and the life-freezing pandemic situation that we all encountered, the tourism industry is greatly challenged by the time being. As a Hiyas ng Pilipinas, how can you be a help to bring back life and boost tourism in our country?
The pandemic really caused devastating consequences for those people. And as a Hiyas ng Pilipinas, I wanted to promote the tourism using my social media account because through social media we can elaborate all of the good tourism here in the Philippines, because always remember that there's always a brighter tomorrow awaits us after this pandemic. Thank you.
Very well said. And speaking of social...
Okay, so that was definitely not the best answer in my opinion, especially so far compared to the ones that we have seen. But it wasn't a bad answer. It's just that I feel like it's something that was said already by another candidate. But in all fairness, she was probably wearing a headset. He has no idea what the other candidate had to say. Still a very valid point, you know, social media is the way to go to promote tourism and to make people feel interested, whether it's nationals, whether it's foreigners. I don't know if maybe she was a little bit stressed or what was going on there, but I think that she could have elaborated a little bit more by saying like which group of people she's trying to reach or how she plans to do so, not just through social media, that is just the medium, but how are you going to make them feel interested through social media? She could have mentioned some of the things that she would like to showcase through social media, you know? So I feel like the answer was limited in the way that she just talked about how she will do it, but she didn't explain or elaborate about what she would like to showcase and how she's gonna do it through social media. But I mean, as she was saying herself in the beginning of the Q&A segment, she made it to top 5 and rightfully so. She looks stunning as well. I mean, she's wearing already the sash with the best in evening gown, and I can definitely see why. I enjoyed this and she had a very nice personality, so keep going, girl.
Thank you.
Very well said. And speaking of social media, follow nila ang Instagram namin lahat. I'm kidding. Alright, so we're down to our last and final finalist for today. May we call on Hiyas Ng Pilipinas.
Last but not least,
Tacloban City.
Tacloban City. Come on.
Coloma.
What you got for us?
Hello.
Hi. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you feeling?
Oh, she looks like Eva.
Okay, you can read first.
This is my first ever pageant, so it's really unexpected and I'm happy. I'm really glad. Thank you.
Well, I'm
girl, get it together.
Question. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, given the adversities
Nerves
of the
is real.
life-changing pandemic situation that we all encountered, the tourism industry is greatly challenged by the time being. As a Hiyas ng Pilipinas, how can you be a help to bring back life and boost tourism in our country?
As a Hiyas ng Pilipinas winner, if hopefully I would help boost the tourism to work with the LGU and hopefully with the Hiyas Nga Pilipinas organization in a way to promote the tourism again, to work together as a community, as a nation, and to where we can build our tourism back again together after everything that has happened, especially the pandemic. And in that way, we can help our country, we can also help the world and everyone, the Filipinos, and make them proud and make other people see that the Philippines is great.
It's okay, you can breathe now.
Okay, you know what? I actually really enjoyed her Q&A segment. Was it perfect? Definitely no, but at least her personality was able to shine through. Well, first of all, I have to say that I really like that she was so honest about being so nervous and kind of like almost not being able to control herself because this was her first experience. I think that sometimes, you know, it's very refreshing to see people who feel human and not overly prepared, overly robotic. So on that level, definitely props to her. Now, when it comes to the answer, I like overall the message of what she had to say. I feel like the execution was not the best in the sense that it was like, from the moment that she started, she never really stopped. She never really took a moment to breathe and she was just like, go, 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 give elements, justify the answer, add something else. And when you look at it overall, it was a very good answer, like it was cohesive, but it felt a little bit rushed. I think that this will be a good learning experience because she will learn how to manage her nerves going forward and that way still deliver a very solid answer just like she did, but in a way that is more accessible to the audience, that people can digest and really take the time to appreciate. You could hear it in the back that the audience was cheering for her, so I'm pretty sure that her message came across okay. Like, it's not like we were not able to understand what she was saying, but if she really took the time to accentuate the words and put the right emotions in the right places, the message will be a lot more impactful. There you go, everyone. That was my reaction to the top 5 Q&A segment of Hiyas Ng Pilipinas 2022. Please let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this entire thing, this brand new pageant? Isn't it so good? I mean, the quality and everything, the production, the girls, the substance, and even the host was perfect. Please let me know in the comment section, what do you think and what do you want me to cover next here on the channel. But before you go, as usual, please don't forget to leave a like on my videos that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug. That's a little tradition on the channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one.